Alright. So, I actually... Something bad happened. Which was that... Where did all my SD cards go? Alright, no, that's it though, Chad. I don't know where my SD card... Oh, I know where they are. Sorry, wrong pack. Sorry, I'm still trying to fucking get everything figured out. That's pretty much how you need to feel. I put it in the back. And, I just need to do this because otherwise, I will just figure out later that it's a pain in the fucking butt. It is so fucked off to me too, Chad. But we have one SD card and it's full. We've been doing a lot of recording. We've been trying to do as much as we can without getting ourselves completely maxed out and getting shut down. But it's kind of like this too. You will not know how to really feel for it either, except for our friends could have been here, I guess, with more stuff they could have. The truth is, you will not even believe how hard I work to have what I have. That's kind of it, though. I work really hard for everything I do, and it's like this constantly. So here's how we start to feel. We don't know how serious we should be about not having them with us. The more serious than we know, it's kind of like that. More serious than we know. You want to know what else I felt? They kind of don't know how funny they are in a way for you for that reason. So don't know how powerful you should not be for others. That's correct. We kind of did that for you, I guess. Yes. I don't know how to really feel about it for all of them. Except for we're trying to make a point sometimes. So here's how I felt though. I forgot to put this on my thing. Put it in the side pocket of my bag. I just don't feel like repacking. I got like 20 minutes. You're just gonna make me feel like I'm losing hope, my friends? Yes. I'm losing hope for my friends, really. Do you even know how sad this kind of is, Chad? This is kind of how I feel too. We don't even know how fucking much of a Scrooge you're not, but that you basically don't know how much you've got. That's true. They basically don't know how good you are. You know what else I felt? You kind of need to get to this point, but they basically don't know how much better we could have all done. It's true. It's true, Chad. They also don't know how good they didn't do in the past, I guess. But they're better now. They are better, not much better as I felt. But that it is controlled, maybe. We don't know. Alright. So this is the last 3 songs of Here Goes to Us. Try to. Alright. So here's how we feel right now. That we actually don't know how to really feel about what's about to happen, except for we were going to do the whole album in one take. But we'll figure out how much we can do in 2 hours. But even more in an hour and a half than you might think. That's correct. Because I didn't get the full 2 hours I needed. But I did a whole bunch of other things. That's correct. So here's how we feel though. I'm really good at the studio, except I'm not even going to know how to really feel about how much more I'm going to need to know. But the second time I do it, I'm going to do it even better. But I'm not even going to know how to really feel about how much I need to feel that. But again, do you even know how powerful it is to be a trans-dimensional? That's exactly how I needed to feel. And at the same time, here's how I'm also going to feel. That I kind of could feel it. You could feel something, but again, they didn't tell me enough. I didn't know how to really feel about how powerful I was not to create myself. And here's how I felt. This is awesome, though. It's like all those people around. And here's how I feel for the whole crowd. That you could do anything you want. That's exactly how I felt, though. Unless we pretty much don't like it, then we're going to figure out how to control our environment correct. That's exactly how I felt. But then we just don't even know how to feel except for, do you even know how fucked off this shit is not for me if you come up on the stage? Until it is, yes, and then it's fucked off and then we pretty much didn't want it, that's correct. Unless there was an example of something you didn't want. Here's how I felt for myself though. I pretty much wasn't allowed to do very much, but had the power for it, you did. That's how I felt, yes, maybe not, maybe not. Actually, I had so much people, they were, transdimensionals were my wings though. Everything was perfect all the time for me. All the time. But basically, people will pretty much figure out how much I don't know about it for them. That's pretty much it. But how much they don't know, correct. For me, either. And that's how funny it's kind of not. To just do that when you're not going to know. And at the same time, here's how they're going to feel, though. That's how powerful the transdimensionals were or were not for you. And so here's how we feel again, though. We're going to figure out exactly how much more we can and cannot know. But how powerful it's not for us in a good way. How powerful it was for us in many bad ways. But how much more powerful it became, it was. And that's actually how I feel too. That I actually don't know how to really feel about it for them except for, do you even know how fucked off that shit is to people, Chad? And so they start to feel too, Chad. They basically don't know how fucked off that shit is to everyone. I don't even know. Oh, funny as fuck. That shit is to people too, Chad. I don't even know how funny as fuck that shit is. I told them we were in the Paraho room. They wanted you to come, that's true. I wanted you to be here, even if it was for just like a song right near the end. Or the last one. I guess I could call them. But they kind of want us to work on our own, that's true. Here's how we also felt. Things went pretty well with you all. I just need to figure out how much better I'm going to do, yes. I need to figure out how good I'm not doing for myself, for the fact that I'm doing well for others. And you are also all going to get powerful. So it's like this. You basically don't know how much power I'm going to get. I basically don't know how much power other people are not going to get. But you're going to figure out how much I'm going to do. But pretty much everything, yes. And at that point, we just don't know how to feel about how much you're going to do, but you're going to rap, yes, or produce, or whatever it is you're going to do. But again, I'm still doing all of that and have been for a very long time. And it is like this. The technology is powerful for you. You have to have it. But if it's powerful for you in a way where you are pretty much skipping talent, then you don't know how far it doesn't go. Until the program is like done. And it's just a game, it is. But it's cool and will give you love probably way more than everyone deserves. But don't know how to really feel about how much more they still want from you, but that you pretty much are going to learn, yes. And it's kind of like that, so here's how we felt for it, though. We don't know how to really feel about it for me, but again, I guess I could be like the teach, exactly, except for I don't know how hard as fucking hell I did want you to reach. But again, I care about you more than you know, in a different way that I have no clue to really feel about how powerful that shit is, except for here's how we start to feel. We are powerful for us to become more rich. Together and separately, that's correct. But that we basically don't know how fucked off we shouldn't be getting out of anything. Not energy, not fucking the fact that I am me, yes. And you'll figure out how good it isn't to me. It hasn't been to me. With people, that's correct. Actually, it has, but it's pushed me to be even more on my own, it has. Here's how we start to feel for it, though. It's telling us more than we know. It is. Way more than you know. Way more than you know. That is so incredibly not funny. It isn't. Here's how I also felt. This shit is so crazy with me. It is so fucking transdimensional. So I felt so many shifts. So here's how I felt. That we don't even know how to really feel about all this. Seriously, Chad, here's why. It was so powerful so I didn't feel that you don't know how to feel except for I'm being followed. Sometimes you are. Here's how we also felt. That I don't even remember if I was being followed, but I never got hurt, no. It was like this, though. You had to do something, but then you had to go. It was like that. But I didn't know how to really feel about all of this, except for this shit was so not funny in a way. No, it was and it wasn't. I don't even know how to feel about it for them, but that's pretty much how I felt was what I said is true. What I said was how I felt. But here's how I also felt. This shit was so good, but then became so fucking bad. It was like, fuck you is how we feel for you, Chad. So you want to know what I felt? Going all the way back to that, that's correct. The first time it's bad, that's correct. We don't know how we're going to feel about what that says, but that is the point where I realized I needed to be private, you need to be more private. You need to be on your own. And that's pretty much how I need to feel. So here's how we need to feel. We can't work with anybody anymore. Not even for money. No, not even for money. And that's pretty much how hard as fucking hell I'm going to feel. But you want to know the truth? I might do it for money. Here's why. Because I still have a job that I have to go to work. Exactly, Chen. So here's how I felt, though. When we figure out how much better it gets, here's how we can start to feel for it, though. That we don't know how fucked off this shit is. Still, for me, it is. But again, I'm going to figure out how powerful I'm going to be for myself in a way. I don't know how much I'm not going to give it to them, which I need to feel. But again, I need money at a basic level, and we'll figure out how much more I can ascend. That's correct. Or you can't at some point. Here's why. Because there's not enough competition. No, there's not enough fucking players in the game. That's correct. There's not enough people for the producers out there. There's not enough people for the studios. There's not enough people for the people making the tech. They're making enough technology. But people don't want to do shit? That's what I'm saying, though. Okay, I guess at some point everybody has something. No, it's not going to be like that. Jesus, I don't even know. I don't know how I'm going to really feel about this either, except for I hope we just have enough. That's true. We need enough for all of it. And that's pretty much how good they are in a way for the world. But here's what I have to honestly share with you again. You will not believe how fucked up it should not be for them to have to create double what they need, correct? Because what if everyone's shit breaks, correct? Everyone needs to have something to fall back on. So pretty much a company has to have money to create like twice as many hard drives as everyone's really gonna have. That's correct. Or at least in a period of time where we can replace it for you. And that's kind of how I felt too, Chad. It's like this. People want to do shit, they want it, they love it, they're thrilled to do it, but again, at some point they can't. So then what are you going to do when it stops? And move on? Yes. No, they tell you you're fired or you're laid off because there's not enough cash? That's correct. Or whatever, that's pretty much they don't have enough financing. So here's how we felt for it, though. We're a person that does not really feel about it for yourself, Chad, but do you even know how fucked off you were in a way as I felt? Oh, don't even start with that as I need to feel. You will not even believe how hard this shit is for me, Chad. So you're pretty much going to make me do it because I basically can't do it. That's pretty much how funny as fucking how this shit is to me that I would share. But we basically do need to be even more powerful for things like, here's why. We're still on CDs. They're like this big. I used to work for a company called Data Play. They were like the size of a quarter. And we had ones with Britney Spears and whatever. Toxicity, that was pretty much one of my favorite songs on them. So, well, that's the size of a CD, but pretty much the size of a quarter, correct. But I don't know what's going on with the company right now, but that's patented proprietary technology. But I don't see it in wide use anywhere. Not yet, so it's like we should figure out how to get that company. They created technology, and they just didn't care about the junk, correct. Pay for it. I want to pay for it. One day when I have enough money, maybe I will take it out of bankruptcy. You know what I'm saying? And I will try to figure out how to sell this junk. But that's kind of it, though. I would need to have enough money and a way to figure out how to live well. But if I could do that, why not? And that's what I'm saying, though. It would be better than CDs to me. It would be better than CDs to you. To everyone. Maybe it's just a... No, it's probably not more expensive. It's maybe a little harder to manufacture, maybe not even, I don't know. But the truth is, it has some moving parts like a floppy disk. And that's how cool it kind of is. We also had a biometric fingerprint scanner. You can encrypt all of your information with your thumb or whatever finger on your computer and send it across somewhere. As long as you both have your fingerprints and share something privately. I don't know. I just think it would be a lot easier for me to have something like Data Play discs to give out to people, but everyone has to subscribe to the same technology, and then here's how they're gonna feel. Everyone in the world just has to buy a data player. You know what I'm saying? A data player. And that's what I'm saying. So here's what I have to say. I'm here for the world in a way to say we need to figure out what's going on with DPHI Incorporated. I have some time left here in the library. I used to work for them. But anyways, they don't even know how much I care about that technology right now. But a little bit, and I don't know what else to say, but maybe bye, because the music's over. And then here's how I felt.